To be honest, I was a little bit underwhelmed by the white paper. I think there had been so many expectations raised by the white paper process itself. You can tell that by just the volume and the quality of submissions that were made to the white paper process. People were interested, people were engaged. Everyone from business to academia to even to retired public servants to school children had become engaged with this idea of Australia and its future in the Asian century. And I was a little bit disappointed that what resulted in the white paper didn't really reflect a lot of the richness that could have been put into that white paper. It was a very narrowly economic document, and it didn't seem to acknowledge that there are other factors that relate to how Australia fits into the Asian century that will affect the economics of what's happening. So I think it was an opportunity missed. I think it should have had a much more clear strategic view of the rise of Asia, what is happening, what are the different interconnected parts of it. It tended to reduce the rise of Asia to economic growth rates and this creature called the Asian middle class that's coming, that will be a new consumer of things. Well, the fact is that you can't have such spectacular growth rates. You can't have the significant rise and population of a middle class without significant political change, significant strategic change, and the challenges that come with that. It seemed that the white paper saw the Asian century as all upside for Australia. To me, that represents a very big one-way bet. That if we only look at it in such starkly one-dimensional terms, we'll miss a lot of the richness of the broader picture that's happening. Look, I think it drew, the white paper was important in drawing attention to the need to understand the Asian region better, to understand the specific societies and the histories. I think it overdid the point about languages a little bit. I think the language targets that it sets are very ambitious, and I wonder just how we'll go in actually getting there. But simply instilling the importance of an understanding of the societies and cultures of our region, I think, was a really important thing that the white paper did. There's a lot of aspirations in that white paper. Many of them are laudable aspirations, but there's very little in it about how we're actually going to get there. And as many people have pointed out, there are very few resources that have been committed. So the level of language teaching that white paper aspires to is a very, very difficult target to hit. Extremely difficult to hit when you look at the fact that the infrastructure, the teaching infrastructure, is simply not there to be able to deliver that provision of language training. And if it was, it would cost literally billions of dollars. So, many of these targets are laudable, but it's very difficult to tell how we'll get there. In a lot of countries in the Asian region, I've heard the white paper was received with quite a lot of interest. That it got a lot of media commentary in places like Singapore, Malaysia, and so on. I think a lot of people saw it as a visionary document of Australia committing to be part of this particular part of the world, and so I think it was a generally positive reaction in many of the countries of the region. Probably the bigger the country, the less attention it got. So of the big relationships that our white paper prioritises, probably didn't get a lot of attention in countries like India, China, Japan and Indonesia and so on. I attended an Australian Chamber of Commerce function in Bangkok, Thailand, about 2 or 3 weeks after the white paper was released. And the interesting thing was that the Australian expat business community was really quite strongly negative about the white paper. They felt that countries like Thailand had been almost completely ignored in the white paper. They felt that there was too much attention paid to the big booming giants and not enough attention paid to really important economic partners like Thailand. So I thought that was a very interesting reaction.